Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, everybody. Oh wait, we in the afternoon. Good afternoon. It's 12:07. I didn't even realize how late it was. Y'all know I was watching the inauguration. So Trump is sworn in. Anyway, I won't go on that soapbox because people be acting real different when y'all start talking about the president, the 47. But today, so you guys are with me as I take down my hair. But you know what? A great multitasker can take braids out and coach at the same time on a live. Um, Good news is TikTok is back. TikTok is back up and running. However, I think it's still a great idea for me to encourage all of my followers to still join and subscribe to my YouTube channel at M Cotton. Um, at Coach M Cotton. I can even talk. But because YouTube, let me give it up for YouTube. They have proven to be very stable, sustainable, and consistent. So many other platforms have challenges with live streams and views and funding. YouTube is so consistent. So I want to encourage all of my subscribers, my followers, my clients, people who enjoy the coaching that I do share to come on over to this platform. If you have not, come on over to my YouTube platform. Because again, it's sustainable. They have proven themselves. has proven themselves to be the most sustainable platform. You don't hear too much about YouTube having no challenges with nothing. So that's what I'm saying about that. I'm still watching the inauguration. I probably see a little bit in the background because this mirror back here. But today, you guys, I did want to come on here to just share a little bit about resetting. And this is a mindset conversation. What I didn't get was my comb to kind of pull my hair out, but I'll do it in a minute. I left that comb in that bathroom. But I want to talk about mindset matters and resetting. I feel like this is a really good day, a really good time to talk about and have this conversation. Oh, and please forgive me for not honoring the great late Dr. Martin Luther King on today. We look at this as like a holiday. It is an observed holiday where we can get another day of rest. But you guys, let's not forget how wonderful Dr. Martin Luther King is and celebrate his life, his legacy, his family, and the things that he did. My pastor quoted a quote of Dr. Martin Luther King yesterday. Let me go find it because I loved it. About planting seeds. Y'all, it was so phenomenal. It was so phenomenal. I just want to be the one to say it. Let me see if I can find it real good. Y'all know I'm not good. Now, when I talk about multitasking, what my challenge comes in is trying to do apps and all this stuff. I'm on my Instagram, my church. Okay, it says, even if I knew that tomorrow the world would go to pieces, I would still plant my apple tree. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Y'all, that was so phenomenal. It was like a bar. Like, y'all be talking about all these rappers and stuff. Dr. Martin Luther King was dropping plenty bars. I love that quote. And I thank you, Pastor Court, for sharing that with us yesterday in service. We are on this series of what's the name of the series? Child. I can't even celebrate my church. I can't even think about the series. It's called Fruit Without Fail. There we go. That's a new series we on. We've been in it for like 3 or 4 weeks though. So he might be getting ready to wrap it up. But anyway, you got I attend Cumberland Community Church in Smyrna, Georgia. So y'all can always follow me there. We have 3 services. 8, 10, and 12 noon service. This weave is falling on the floor. But okay, so I did not want to forget to acknowledge the great Dr. Martin Luther King. The inauguration is today with our 47th. Again, round 2 for Donald Trump. And it is a good time because we're on the 20th day of the new year. And I don't know what that was with them. Okay. We're on the 20th day of the new year. And so it's still time, because I know a lot of us are still taking it in. It's going by so quickly. With the new year coming in, it's January the 20th. We're in the third week of the new year. When I tell y'all, God on his way back. So at the end of the day, with everything that's going on, what you should be worrying about getting your soul ready and getting your salvation together, because he's coming back. And I look at this weather, I'm like, he is shortening the days. My mama is a firm believer. So quote the scripture where it says, if he didn't shorten the days, honey, nobody will make it in, not even the believers. So I do believe that's what's going on. Resetting. Let's get back on topic, Michelle. Resetting, recalibrating, mindset matters. It's important, you guys. So we're going to talk about it. I don't know if you read the description to this video, which is reset. Reset is an acronym for responsibility, which is the RE of reset. Structure, which is the S. The E is energize, and the T is take action. Now, I recently did a coaching on this topic of resetting and mindset matters with our Bible study support group. And I also talked about it with a couple of my clients, just getting them into gear for 2025, trying to plan, getting ready to strategize and write some things down to see where we want to go. And so the first part of this is a reset is responsibility. Again, the RE of the reset acronym is responsibility. So what does that mean, Coach? First of all, we have to take responsibility. It is a must for us to take accountability and responsibility. Why do I lead with that? Because in order for your mind to change, in order for your mind to be renewed and transformed, there is some responsibility that we have to take on our part. Part of that responsibility is admitting to ourselves that we have procrastinated, admitting to ourselves that we dropped the ball somewhere, whether we was overwhelmed, whether we was anxious, whether we was stressed, whether we was not focused, whatever that is, and whatever that looked like for you all last year, it's time to reset and take responsibility. Responsibility looks like doing small things. It looks like admitting. It looks like just beginning to take that first step into the right new direction, okay? So if you got your journals out, you guys know I'm a firm believer in your journals. Get your pen and your paper, because you're not going to remember all of this. And good news is it's a YouTube video, so you can always go back and watch a playback. But if you go on and taking notes now, it'll be good. So responsibility, meaning if you procrastinated, if you was overwhelmed, if you were stressed out, if you were not focused, let's refocus. Let's reset. Let's admit that, I could have done better. Because see, this is the thing. When we don't acknowledge that we could have done more, there was room for improvement, we kind of stifle ourselves. We always have room for growth, opportunity for growth. And whether we want to admit that or not, it's still just what it is. There's opportunity and room for growth. And so once we accept that, acknowledge it, and identify the areas where we can grow, that's where the responsibility comes in. And the next step is to structure. So you got responsibility, you've identified, you've admitted and accepted that there were some things you needed improvement on. You didn't get to it for whatever reason. We're not even going to dwell on that. It's over, it's in the past. Now we're going to reset, restart, recalibrate. We've taken responsibility, and now it's time to bring in the structure. Okay, Coach Cotton, what is the structure, right? So the structure is you sitting down, strategizing, planning, writing a vision, creating a vision board, knowing exactly what your purpose and assignment is. A lot of us don't know where to start with that. And it's okay. That's why you have some coaches out here, some counselors out here, some therapists out here, some good friends who can tell you some spiritual wisdom and counselors to say, hey, this is what I believe God is telling you. You also have yourself, because if you are praying and asking God, Lord, what is your will for me? What is your plan for my life? Right? That his good and perfect will can come to pass. You want to be able to manifest that. And I don't want to get ahead of myself because we're going to talk about that in a little bit. However, find out what your purpose and your plan is. Find out what his plan is for your life. What is your assignment in this season? Because assignments can change season to season. And some seasons can be very long. What is your assignment, right? What is your purpose? What are you supposed to be doing? For example, for me, I know coaching and ministry through coaching has been my assignment for a very long time. Even when I didn't know that's what it always was in front of me. It always came to me. It found me. God always placed me in positions to where I could be a support and serve others through coaching and my wisdom. Even as a small child, I received the prophecy of having great wisdom. And as I matured and understanding, God began to cultivate my relationship with Christ and to grow my relationship with Jesus. And then also going through different trials and tribulations and that pruning and that correction and equipping, all those things still kept me on the path to coaching. And now, if you guys saw my last live video, when I was giving some relationship coaching, I'm back in school to earn my psychology degree now because there's another layer that God is bringing into this, and I'm really excited about it. It's going very well, so y'all pray with me and for me. But I knew my assignment as a young age, even though I did a lot of things, but my experiences really helped me to learn more, go through some things where I can understand and comprehend more and to get to different places. So let me say this. Do not forsake the journey. Do not cancel out the process. You guys, the process is the learning. The process is the growing. The process, yes, it can be very uncomfortable sometimes. However, that's where you grow. That's where you learn. My pastor said yesterday, are you repeating the same mistakes? Are you willing to learn? Are you learning? Are you growing through this process, right? Y'all, this is my mama. Let me tell her I'm going to call her back. Mommy, I'm going to call you right back. I'm doing a live video.
Okay, you going to call me back?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all know that's my mama, who is one of my great counselors. My mama is certified, equipped, called to counsel, and she has great wisdom. But anyway, so don't forsake the process. Don't forsake the journey. Grow through it, okay? So structure. What is the structure? The structure is, again, sitting down, knowing your assignment, knowing your purpose, and now planning and strategizing how to get to the next step, what to do. Let's set some things in order, prioritize. This is the planning part. This part is really important because you need to bring all the ideas and concepts and interpretations out of the mind onto something tangible and visually that you can see. Put it on paper, whether you keep a journal, write it down, share it with a trusted person. I won't say share it with a whole lot of people because everybody's not on your team. Everybody does not want to see you win. Those that do, you should know those people in your circle. And I hope you have those people in your circle. But share with a trusted person, someone who's going to hold you yet accountable, someone who's going to keep you responsible for doing what you said you're going to do. Again, for example, I said I wanted to start back getting more into my business, creating more videos, but maintaining, even if it's a few reels here and there, but really increasing my content, providing more there for my clients to stay connected in all areas, of Renew, Repurpose, Restore, Personal Development Coaching, LLC. So these are things being intentional. When you write down that structure, when you have a structure and you have that plan, and someone can hold you accountable to that, it keeps you on track. You can also measure your growth from this, okay? So you want to write it down. You want to put it on paper. So now you can see what you have to do. You can measure what you're doing. We want to set SMART goals. We always want to set those SMART goals. So we want to be intentional about doing that. We want to also prioritize, right? What do you mean, coach, by prioritizing? I know we hear that word and we know what prioritizing means, but we don't necessarily do it. So what we want to do is be intentional about prioritizing, meaning your time is important. There's no more time for you to waste time. If you are surrounded by vampires, that's what I call them. Vampires are also those who suck the life from your time. Disconnect, detach, set a boundary. You gotta disconnect from people like that simply because when you're in a focused and intentional state and you're prioritizing, those distractions can really throw you off. You do not have time as you begin to reset to be thrown off. You don't have time for doubts or doubters. You don't have time for the naysayers. So know who should be around you and have access to you. Know who should not be around you and have access to you. So this is part of the prioritizing. This is part of the structure and the planning stages. So let's make sure that we have a good grasp on what that means and what it looks like for you. So whatever it looks like for you, if it's hard for you to disconnect, if it's hard for you to put your phone on D&D while you're focusing and creating your plan and strategizing and writing your vision, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you. Or find your trusted friend, find your homegirl or your homeboy that's like, you playing around, and you could be delaying your success. You could be delaying your prosperity. You could be delaying on your next level. Okay, so let's get serious about it. So that's what we want to do. We want to take responsibility, which is the RE, and the next is structure. So as we are walking down this path to resetting, the mindset matters. We need to take responsibility, and then we need to structure. There has to be structure. Structure is so good. My father, as you guys know, served 38 years in the Army, and he's also a bishop in the church. Let me tell you, we was raised with structure, okay? You was going to have some structure with Ronnie, okay? And I didn't really appreciate it, I will say, as much. And I was the baby before my parents separated, and my dad got with my awesome stepmom, Dee Dee. So she's like my bonus mom, my second mom. But I didn't really understand it because it was just as a kid, you really don't want no structure. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. And even as you get older, when you are blessed to have a family, a strong support system, it's really kind of hard to have that structure. However, my dad preached structure. In the church, growing up some very Christian biblical values, there was structure. God is a God of order. So I grew up with that, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy all the time, just simply because I'm trying to go. Which way am I going with this? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Anyway, I'm looking at this camera and I'm trying to get to the other brain. I'm trying to get to the other brain. I'm laughing at myself because I'm going the wrong way. Did y'all see that? I kept doing okay, y'all got it. But anyway, so my dad, with his background, he really taught us the value of having structure, having a plan to follow, being obedient, being trained, staying teachable. These things all are part of the responsibility in the structure. So the next part to that is to the E of resetting for mindset is energize. Let me tell you guys, this is a big health part because when you have poor or low energy, it can really impact the way you show up. I'm being so serious, you guys. It can really impact the way you show up. We want to be people who are taking care of ourselves. And what I mean by that, if you find yourself being tired all the time, go see somebody, go ask your doctor and let them know, hey, I'm tired. I can rest and go to sleep and get good rest and I wake up tired. There may be something health, God forbid, going on that you may need to check. Having energy helps you to do the things you need to do. Getting proper rest helps you do the things you need to do. Exercise, self-care, self-love to stay energized helps you do the things you need to do. The other part to being energized is once you have that plan and you see that momentum, it gives you more energy to keep going because those victories, those wins, and those successes gives you energy. We all need to celebrate the wins, what big or small. It doesn't matter. If you got up at 7:30 and you normally get up at 9, celebrate it. Celebrate it. Because now you're putting more intentionality into what you have been called to do, to what your assignment is. If you're a person who don't really read and you grabbed a book and you don't went to Barnes and Noble and bought you a couple of books or ordered some stuff from Amazon, let's celebrate that win. You are being more intentional about what it is you're supposed to be doing. If you got up like me and said, I'm gonna make another live feed, and this is my second one in about 3 years, I'm celebrating my win. I'm celebrating my win. So that gives you energy too. As you see your victories and you celebrate those victories, that gives you energy. So stay energized. It motivates you to want to keep going. When it's like in the Christian world, the believers world, that's like a testimony. We overcome through our testimony. So when we share about it and we celebrate, we rejoice with those who can rejoice, who are rejoicing. We can mourn with those who are mourning. All these things, these are victories. These are wins. Let's celebrate them. It keeps up the momentum. When you find yourself in that groove, that sweet spot, don't get distracted and slow yourself down. Don't get distracted and slow yourself down. Keep it going. Literally, find what it is that's working and keep working it. I have a good friend. She says it'll work if you work it. Absolutely right. If there's some energy that you have to put into it. Part 3 of energy is that spiritual part. How are you showing up? How are you connecting? How are you responding in meditation and your higher power who is helping you govern yourself, right? I won't go down that road too much because that's a whole nother thing. And I have another great friend who is exceptional when it comes down to understanding what that type of or form of energy is. But yes, that connectivity, that relationship, things like that, that also impacts energy and how you show up. So those are the 3 parts. You want to just make sure that you are ticking those boxes. You're checking those boxes, okay? Because showing up with energy, I feel like my nose is running. Can y'all see? I don't know. When I just did that wipe, y'all, it wasn't nothing. So I don't want y'all to be like, ugh. I just feel it. You know how like you can feel it. Anyway, so reset. Where we are right now. Let's do a quick recap. I dropped this here on the floor. Let's do a quick recap. We got RE, responsibility. We have the S. The S is structure. We have the E, energize. And now we have the last thing, T. T in reset is take action. It is time to take action. Once you have taken responsibility, once you have set your structure, once you are energized and you know how to stay energized, then it's time to take action. This is something physical that you have to do. You have to do this. You have to put the one foot in front of the other. You got to take those steps. You got to go out there and start applying. If you want to be a speaker, you got to go reach out to some people. You got to do it. You got to do it. If you want to start being a content creator, you got to press play. You have to press play on the video, on the webcam, on the platform. You got to press play. There are some things you got to do to take action. If you want to go back to school, you got to apply. You got to pay the admissions fee. You got to show up. Take action. This is what you have to do. You cannot get past this part. No one's going to do it for you. My dream may not be your dream. So guess what? You got to take action on your dream. You got to take action on your aspirations. You got to take action on your goals. I can't do it for you. Nobody can. And you can't be upset when people are looking at you like, that's you, bro, do it. Go do what you need to do. Reset. Take action. Start taking the necessary steps to get you to your next. It's important. It's very, very important. That's how you're going to get to your next. Mindset matters. You guys, it's time out for us making excuses. It's time out for us being salty over rejection and abandonment. It's time out for us having pity parties. You don't had it for a long enough time. You don't had it 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Okay, it's over with. Let's get up. Let's start doing some things to increase our success in life. The next thing is out there for you. Reset, recalibrate. It is okay. I'm not going to lie to you and say it's going to be easy. It probably won't be easy. Matter of fact, it's going to be difficult, challenging, uncomfortable. It's going to be all those things, but I can guarantee you this part, as you go through it and as you grow through it, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. Move, take action, get out there. Let's start. We got to start somewhere, and that's okay, right? It's okay. I do want to leave you guys with this. I am taking new clients. It's been a minute. Because I went back in the workforce, and the coaching that I went back into for organization is really demanding. I'll say it like that. And so now I am also investing back into Michelle. Yes, as part of my reset. I'm investing back into me. I'm taking action and responsibility for getting too comfortable. But now it's time for me to get back into my purpose. It's also time for me to get back into my assignment that God has given me. And I know, again, that's coaching. So hopefully as well, as I begin to book some conferences and things like that, I will post what I'm doing, where I'll be. Just looking for God to really show up and show out this year, this 2025. This is the season, you guys. And I'm not just saying that for me. Start manifesting it for yourself. Start affirming yourself. Affirmations. My mom taught this lesson, which I love. And maybe I have the recording. What I might do is I may try to see how, again, y'all know sometimes I be technologically, how you say that? I can't even say it. Techno knowledge. I can't even think about it. Y'all help me. Challenge. I can't even say the word. Why is it? I can't put the words together, the letters together. Anyway, y'all know exactly what I mean. So sometimes I can be a little challenged in those areas of technology. My nephew right now, matter of fact, all three of my nephews, they'll be like, I'm so disappointed in you because I can't think of how to say technologically challenged. They would be so embarrassed. They would be like, I cannot believe that's what you're struggling with right now. Like, as vast as my vocabulary is. You know, some days you just have those brain farts, and I'm having one. I don't know how to say it. I can't even think about how to say it. But my nephews, all three of them, one of them, he's 21, he's in tech. And he is like computer science engineer. He will be like, you need to edit that out because you're not going to embarrass me. The other one is a gamer. And so he would be like, I can't believe you don't even know how to say it. And then the other one, he's a creative. And he will be like, you know what? Because I love you, because he'll give me a pass. He's like, because I love you, auntie. It's all right. It's all right. We all have those moments. But the mother too, they'll be like, you need to edit that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not a good look for the family unit. But yes, I will try to figure out how to share it. Matter of fact, I'm just going to call one of them that way. I ain't going to have to worry about it because they know how to do it and they can walk me through it. And I'm a great learner. I'm teachable, and I can follow instructions. So I have the recording where my mom was talking about resolutions versus affirmations. And you guys, it is a phenomenal, very brief, lesson on the difference. And for believers, we lean on affirmations, not so much resolutions, because resolutions are fleeting. And it's more of a worldly thing versus affirmation, which is more of a godly thing and spiritual thing. So I'm gonna call one of them little nephews of mine, and they're gonna show me how to post it. And I'm sure my mom will be okay with it. But yes, begin to affirm yourself, begin to manifest what you want. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21. Speak it. Speak what you shall have. Call those things that are not as though they were. Begin to manifest your destiny. Begin to speak into existence whatever it is you want to do according to God's will and His plan for your life, your assignment. It will happen. It will come to pass. Doing the right thing at the right time. Okay. So again, if you guys follow me, subscribe to this YouTube channel, follow me, like these videos. I am taking new clients. You can email me because I have to get my website on my funnel page back up and running. You guys, because I did not take responsibility, right? RE. I let my domain and web page get taken away. That's all my fault. Can't blame nobody for it. But guess what? I can't sit there and dwell on it. So I am in the works of creating a new funnel page. I am going to solicit the help of my brother again, because my brother is also very tech savvy in that. But for now, please email me if you want a consult, a discovery call at renew, repurpose, restore at gmail.com. I am taking new clients. I'm not taking a whole lot of clients. I will be honest, because I am still working full time as well. And I'm not that type of employee who wants to be half baked when I'm working, especially in the human services where I do work. And serving others. So I don't like to do that. So I am still very dialed in to my work ethic and how I serve in that capacity. So I am taking new clients, but I'm not taking a whole lot. So you can reach out to me through that email again, renew, repurpose, restore at gmail.com. Or you can reach out to me on my social media platforms, which is this YouTube channel. TikTok is back up and running. So TikTok at Coach Cotton, and Instagram, Shelly D Cotton. I have Twitter. I think my Twitter is Shelly D Cotton as well. I think I tried to make all that consistent. Here again, if that's not right, look me up. You guys should be able to find me by one of those platforms. But let's get into it. Let's get you reset for 2025, and let's keep it going. Like, let's not start something and then it dies down. No, let's be intentional about it. Let's take responsibility. Let's have some structure, energize, and take action on the things that we have been called to do in our assignment for this year. Okay. Over here, dirty. Not to watch this, girl. But guess what? I'm not watching it tonight. Okay. That was too much. Sorry about that. That was so unprofessional of me sticking my tongue out. But I'm not. I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to watch it tonight. Because I know I ain't. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and just chatting with me a little bit. I hope what I have said, I hope I've said something to encourage you. That's my mama's line. I stole that from her. I hope I've said something to encourage you. I hope I said something that's thought-provoking, that your spirit connects with, because it's time to reset. And I'm not just asking that and sharing that with you. I'm holding myself accountable to doing some things. There are some things that I need to get done. There's some things that I want to get done. So I'm not just talking at you. I'm talking with you, because I'm also speaking to myself. And so that's how we're going to run this. That's how we're going to do that. Look for more videos. I am going to be doing some regular videos where I just post. But I did want to also, again, in my intentionality, do some lives. And you guys can watch the playback. I'm super excited about it. Have a great, great, great Monday. Happy Dr. Martin Luther King Day. Congrats to the 47th. And for all you guys who did have today off, I hope you are resting as well, or being intentional about your day. So this Coach Cotton here. See you guys very soon.